Good morning, everyone. I can see you guys, and I'm waiting for the others to arrive. Okay, so yesterday I did give you guys a topic with some questions that we're going to discuss today. I hope you guys did see the message. Hello, everyone. And now, I've made so many arrangements. I shouldn't be marking anybody absent at all. So can you see the topic that we'll be discussing? I can see the guys that are dropping comments, and I will be reading off people who are commenting. Yeah, so people that are commenting, I know that you're here and you not just dropped your name and left. So, and I can see who's actually currently on here. The topic we'll be discussing today is the impact of Corona on IT or technology related jobs. Okay, so when I ask for answers, I expect everyone to be dropping answers in here so I can know that you're still present and on here. Okay? First, what are technology jobs? So, technology jobs or any jobs, any technology related jobs, these are any sort of job that have some IT in it, something that relates to IT or technology. I want for you to give me some definition of what a technology job is, not just mine. Just put some technology job related definition in the comments. What is a technology job? I want some good definitions so I can see that you understand what a technology job is. And I'm waiting because I'm watching the comments to see who's commenting. During the pandemic, a lot of jobs were lost, a lot. And working in the field of IT or technology, the technology sector as we know it, we did also have a few jobs, not a few, a lot of jobs that were lost. But we also did have some new jobs that were created. So game design. Okay, so that is a great one, official. But now I wasn't asking for that. I was asking for the definition. But that is a great fair weather job because that job is online and you can basically work for yourselves. Yes, you can work for yourselves. You can hit yourself onto any social platform and you can essentially make money. You can make money from technology, gaming design. You can be a technology gaming design instructor. You can be a technology analyst. So there's so many jobs out there that you yourself can do. You can create. You can be creative. You can create a job for yourselves. Official says technology jobs is like working on stuff like coding and programming. Yes, yes, but give me a good definition, but that's your understanding of what a technology job is, and you're not wrong. So fair weather jobs. So this is not just for people that are working in IT. This is for everyone in general working in IT, because not working only in IT, working in any sector. Because, for example, if you were in sales and you lost your job in sales, then you can think of creating your own job online. Yes, so there are so many jobs that we can do that are not affected by corona. But let's just talk about some of the jobs. So for me, what I want you to do now is to research 2 technology jobs that were affected by corona. Yes, 2 technology jobs that were affected by corona. Do that for me and let's share it with the group so that we know what we're doing and what we want to and if you understand what some of these jobs are. And we want to think about jobs that are also currently at risk. There are so many jobs that are at risk in technology. So if we know what are some of the jobs that are at risk, and what are some of the jobs that are fair weather, meaning year-round, anytime, any season sort of job, whether the economy is good or bad, then we can decipher between the 2. So we can make a more informed decision as to what field we want to go into, or if we're in the correct field, IT sector at the moment. Okay, so I'm reading the comments as well as I go. So we have IT tech. I do not know what IT tech is. BN, can you give me a definition of what IT tech is? Designing computer network, coding, developing software. Ooh, those are some good one, SN. Awesome. Designing computer network, coding, developing software. So you're giving me the ones that are not at risk at the moment, which is great. These are the ones that can be done during the pandemic and you shouldn't have to worry. But as a result, some of these jobs are still at risk. Yes? Why are they at risk? They're at risk because some companies, a number of companies all over the world, including the UK, have been cutting back on staffing because the pandemic has impacted them so badly, so negatively, that they as a result have to cut back on certain staff members. And for example, if they had like a computer analyst, a computer programmer, and they weren't like a technology only driven job or mostly driven company, then they will let go of some of these people, and then maybe one or few people will few employees will take on their role, because this is why you need to be multifaceted, meaning that you need to be able to do a number of jobs. Yeah, not just one job, because you need to be flexible. In these times, you just need to be flexible, and you need to be creative. You need to get your entrepreneurial skills, your entrepreneur juices, just create, just you need to just dig into the deepest part of your core at the moment and try to survive, because at the moment, because of the pandemic, it is survival of the fittest of the fit. Yeah, so if you're not able to be flexible, and you were in a job that was affected by the pandemic, then you will essentially be stuck. And we don't want to be stuck. We want to be multitask. So let's read some of the comments. Let's read out some of the comments. Designing computer network, coding, developing software. Yes, I read that one already. Those are some awesome ones. We have machines. If machines were not as needed as people in other jobs, then more people could be employed. Yes, but unfortunately, technology is the way the world is going at the moment. If you notice, mostly everything that we do is driven by technology. We live, sleep, dream technology. And this is why you need to get with current issues and trend surrounding any job market at the moment, especially the job field that you are trying to go into, that you're trying to break into. Yes. So um oh gaming, official gaming, can you actually send the link to R, please? Send the link to R, please. So during this time, for a number of people, the consensus is, and I am reading from actually computerweekly.com. So if you want to reference it, computerweekly.com. So I'm referencing some of their statements on here. Ooh, more comments. Let's read out the comments. I love comments. Okay, so we have I think the only jobs that are not at risk are computer games development. Well, not the only one, but that's a good one. That one, I don't think that one will be at risk for years. However, it really depends. It depends on the the sector that you're working in, because even though gaming designers aren't at risk, there is a risk that the company that you're working at the moment will go bust. Go bust by meaning it will probably shut down as a result of the pandemic. So the only way at the moment that I see you can make a job foolproof is to work for yourselves, be entrepreneurial, or have multiple streams of income. And a few of you did say yesterday that you are thinking of having multiple streams of income. And that is important, especially at this time. Yes. So as I was saying, for weekly, The corona pandemic has meant four longs. So you know what four longs mean? It means that you get an amount of money that from the government and your workplace. Actually, it's your workplace. Sorry, no, correct me if I'm wrong. You get an amount of money from your workplace. And you're not at work, depending on your situation. So you don't get 100% of your pay, but you get like 80% of your pay, and you stay at home because we need to be safe. And at the moment, staying at home will help to prevent us from spreading the virus or catching the virus and bringing it to our families. Yes. So it means a lot of furloughs and job losses. For others, it has meant expansion and hiring. What impact has the outbreak had on technology recruitment, and will it carry on into the future? So I want us to think about the jobs that we're actually listing here. Do you think that these jobs that are at risk, will it carry on into the future? Yeah. At the moment, the future does not look so bright for some companies. However, there are a lot of companies that are thriving during this time because they were mostly online. And this is important that you, as I said, and I said it before, and I will always say it, keep up with current trends and issues surrounding your job, the sector that you're trying to get into, or the sector that you're working in. So it's not only for IT students only, and it's not only for IT employees, everyone actually. So for the pandemic has been affecting a number of sectors, including teaching and sales, supermarkets like Tesco's and Tesco's and Sainsbury's and Aldi. They're all affected, and however, some are in a better situation than others. And because they're in a better situation than others, because they're probably, these companies that I'm listing, they're larger companies. So they would have the resources to beat this weather that we're actually experiencing. Someone, Official Gaming, say hand sanitizer companies got a lot more money. Yes, you are correct. That's one of the companies, like companies that sells on sanitizer, hand sanitizers, and companies that sells tissues, or company that sells face mask. So as I said, some companies were created and some companies would be doing a lot better in this sort of economy that we're in at present. Yes. So for us, IT driven it's a good way. It's a great way to be at present. Yeah, this is a good sector to delve into. It's either you give me a moment. It's either you are working towards getting into the sector, or you're working towards getting into the sector, or you're working in the sector and you want to ensure that you have multiple streams of income so that you are set in a good way. Yeah. So I'm just going to read a clip from computerweekly.com. At the beginning of corona outbreak, people were plunged into uncertainty. Firms weren't sure if they could financially survive the lockdown. And that was like, at the beginning, it was harder for a lot of companies, especially for smaller companies. And we're in the fifth lockdown, and as a result of that, a lot of smaller companies have closed down. They have closed their doors because once the lockdown was enforced, then a lot of these companies, they couldn't sell. And it's mostly smaller businesses like shops that sell clothes, shops that sell hair products, shops that um, sell a lot of non-essential items. But the companies that sell essential items were essentially, yes, they were doing a lot better, a lot better. Yes. Um, So at the moment, I'm still not seeing some people. And one of the persons I tried to call and they didn't even pick up. So I'm hoping that they're here. I'm talking about G, can someone message them and let them know that they need to be on here? Yes. Um, so one of the things I wanted to say, like, while the number of jobs adverts have dropped, so like advertising, that sector, like marketing and advertising, that sector was also affected. And for an IT person, you're an IT professional, that sector is where you should be um, looking at. So we are looking, and they, if you work in IT, then some of the people that work in IT would actually be related to advertising, because advertising nowadays, it's not just television, it's technology on a whole that drives advertising. So all these social media platforms that you have to advertise on, all the different um all the different platforms that you need to advertise on, most of these platforms are technology driven. So as I said, there are few jobs that would have been tremendously or greatly impacted. Okay, thank you. I can see you. Greatly impacted um, by the coronavirus. Yes. So they, this is from Weekly as well. They say, while the number of job adverts have dropped, with research by CV Library finding uh, a 43.9% year-on-year drop in advertised tech roles on its site in July. So they're advertising CV Library, their advertising went down. Demands for IT talent has been affected by opportunities. The pandemic and associated recession have affected IT hiring massively, for sure, but the picture is very mixed, and IT professionals are faring better than most overall. So, what do you think about that statement? Is IT more foolproof than a lot of other jobs out there, a lot of other markets that are affected? The IT sector is affected by the pandemic, but are we better off as a sector? Please let me know what you think in the comments. So the technology job at risk is electronics value chain. Um, mm, I'm kind of mixed about the electronic value? Oh, right. Yes. Yeah. So I'm kind of mixed about the value chain. Yes, because it's mixed. Why I say this? With a lot of remote working, remote learning, you need a lot of devices. Yes. So people will now go out and purchase more sophisticated technology, whether it's computer, tablets, headsets, Wi-Fi headsets. Then you have a number. You have your worker equipments that are technology driven as well. So it's a bit mixed, but that's a very good statement. It's a bit mixed because now that remote working is such a big thing, and the consensus is, and research has shown that it might carry on into the future, all this remote working, because when you work from home, sometimes you're more, I said sometimes, yes, sometimes you're more productive when you work from home. So we want to think about the different impact. So drop something in the comment. Some officials say yes. Yes, I think the answer is yes. But why? Why is the answer yes? Why do you think technology is actually a better sector to be in at the moment? Why? We work from home, yes. Remote working, official, yes. I did say remote working. So, yes, we are a lot better in a sense. However, you still have some jobs that are at risk or were at risk. Like if you were working for a smaller company, they might cut back on staffing because now that you're working remotely, the person that is working remotely will be able to take on a number of different job roles. So they might let some people go and then keep some staff and reduce or reduced hours for a lot of people. But I think the IT sector at the moment is a better way forward because there are a lot of ways that you can keep on working during the pandemic when it comes on to the IT sector. And the IT sector is vast. It's vast. So mentally where you're at, you need to. Yes. Oh, that's a perfect statement. That's a perfect statement. Um, Zeph said because it's constantly evolving and you can find ways around things. I don't know about ways around things. However, yes, technology is constantly evolving. At this moment, you know how many software have been developed, how many applications are being created, how many websites are being created, how many coding people are working on computer coding, working behind the scenes. It's just always constantly evolving. Technology is something that will be forever be they'll always be trying to improve something because that's what it is. You have a demand, and if you have a demand, then it means you need to find someone that can actually meet that demand or something, some software, some tech, some sort of device that will meet that demand. One big thing I see evolving in health, which is good, I mean, working out at home, um, Peloton. I've been looking into Peloton. It's very expensive, but I like the whole idea that they have created. So it's driven by technology in so many ways than one. So they have if you look into it, you can see that most of their exercise machines are driven by technology. They have a touch screen computer. So that means you have a touch screen device, you can listen to music, and you can also watch a workout program and workout at the same time. Ways around issues that may arise. Yes. Let me read this one because these are some good comments. So, because it's constantly evolving and you can find ways around things, I did say that. You can dictate how you work. Yes, that's great. You can dictate how you work. That's a good point. Ways around issues that may arise. Yes, problem solving. That's a great way to problem solve. IT has actually helped to solve a number, a vast amount of problems, especially at this moment we're in. It's a lot of problem solving, a lot of ways to find out, finding new and innovative ways to work from home, um, um, finding more multiple streams of income. People are creating jobs online, creating shops online, creating coaching jobs online, creating advertising on job online if you're into social media as well. They're using social media as a platform to create other jobs as well. So um, IT is a good sector to be in, and such as you need new to get a better life. Yes, yes. So we've spoken about the different devices, and yes, as I said, so SN was saying that electronics would be effective in a negative way. However, it's mixed. It's so mixed because a lot of people will need new devices, and as I just discussed, need new devices to actually work from home, study from home. A lot of the schools are off, so parents will be buying devices for their kids. Yes, so we are in the era of remote working, which is driven by technology. So, yeah, so we are all involved in the IT sector in some way or the other. Yeah, so we are working even now. Everything that we're doing now is literally driven by technology. And Zeph said Wi Fi connection. Oh my gosh, connection. It is so important. Wi-Fi connection. So if Wi-Fi connections, yeah, you can't do without it, especially if you're doing a remote session live. Yes, anything live, you it's a must. You need technology. You need a good network connection. You need good Wi-Fi. Yeah. So this is very important. That's a very good point. We need really strong Wi-Fi connection to successfully complete our jobs or studying. Yeah. To make sure you have the necessary tech. But yeah, we talk about tech in a sense of nothing worse than trying to work on a slow laptop. Oh my gosh, yes. I know the feeling. I know the feeling. When your device that you're working on slows down, it's the worst thing ever. If your connection slows down, if your network slows down, if your Wi-Fi is not strong enough, it just impacts you so greatly, and it's very stressful, especially if you're not the only one at home working, and everyone is going, oh, I can't connect. Oh, I'm trying to connect and I can't connect. And it does not only affect you at your house, it affects the people who you're trying to get to as well, the people who you're trying to reach. Um, oh, yes, we are. Yes, but we're talking about jobs. So tell us how those type of jobs will be negatively affected. Yes, how those type of in the IT sector. Tell me about the negativity that you're talking about. It does impact the human life, the human lifespan, the human life structure, but it has both positive and negatives. So we want to think about it. That's what I was saying, but who won't read my comments? What were you saying? Tell me what you were saying. Sorry. K1, what were you saying? Did I miss that? I'm going to search through the comments again. I don't like to miss comments. Yes, I see your comment. I read it. Let me read it. That's a great comment. How did I miss that? Um, they said, but don't forget that people are using IT not for good purposes, such as scamming. Yes, yes, yes. So, as much as, yes, let's discuss some negatives. We've been like on the positives. Yeah, good, good, SN. So, what did I just say? Sorry, let me just check and then be sure. Scamming. So, scamming has now become a massive part of what's going on because everyone's at home, everyone's on the computer, and not a lot of people are technology savvy. So they and a lot of older people as well. Scammers usually try to phishing. You know, we talk about phishing. Phishing is when they send out your emails to say they just send out a bunch of emails to random people saying that they've won and you need to pay back this amount of money, or they try to get you to send them sensitive information about yourselves that they can use to scam you. And that is a whole other topic. And I am going to do a topic on that and how to prevent that. Yes. So that's an excellent point. That's a point. Yes, that is a great point. Finally, thank you. He said, yeah, that's a great point. And you have given me actually my next topic. That's a great topic. So, wherein you can, we'll talk about hacking and scamming and all those negatives that are actually attached to technology at the moment. Yes. So, I love that. I love that one. Thank you so much. Research a topic, send it to me. And guys, while we're on here, think about some topics that relates to technology and health, how it would affect health. So let's talk about this remote working and how it has impact. So how some of these jobs that you need to remotely work with at the moment, how it's affecting, how it's impacting the home, how it's impacting the individual. So overall, how it's impacting the people associated with these jobs and these remote jobs. So drop in the comments now for me. Two. So you need two reason as to not reason, sorry, two negative impact on health that an IT professional might face while remote working. So I'm going to type that in the comments so we know what we're doing, and I'll pin it. So to impact to the IT professional I need a comment from everyone. I'm putting the question in here, please, so that you can see. Okay, so I'm giving you some time to research it and come drop some answers here for me. I love this topic because jobs, even though the IT sector at the moment, is one, I will say, it's one of the strongest sector at the moment in terms of the economy and the pandemic that is sweeping the world. Yeah, it's the world. It's not just the UK. It's the world. Yeah, technology to me is one of the ones that is somewhat more it's more of a fair weather sector. Yeah, so let's discuss some of the negative in terms of technology and the jobs that you have to do and how it would affect you. Yes, so I need it from everyone. Yes, so I'm going to continue reading. When I see while you're researching, and putting the comments on here, and then I will read it. So 2, yes? So depending on the roles people are searching for, the picture looks bleak for those in the process of looking for jobs in the technology sector. So yeah, as I said, it's affected as well, but you need to be creative. I'm reading from Weekly. Research at the beginning of the outbreak performed by Technology Career Board CW Jobs found that around half of the people in the UK had their job searches affected by the pandemic and were not confident they could find a position. Some people have had interviews put on hold, cancelled, with 37% saying that were asked for an interview, which then could not happen, and 15% having been offered a job which was put on hold or withdrawn because of the pandemic. So you can see there are a lot of negatives going on around the sector, but we need to research it. We need to find out what we can do. Yes. So yeah, so this is saying that we are still affected negatively. Yeah, we might be one of the best sector that is where future wise I would say that we are also one of the best sectors, but there are still some negatives around it because people are still going out there looking for jobs because they might not want to work from home, they might not want to work for themselves, or they might not be able to work for themselves. So they're looking for jobs, and in looking for jobs, as you can see from the research from CV Jobs, they're saying that a lot of these jobs are being affected. And if they're affected, then yes, it's going to affect the home, it's going to affect the individual families, yes, financially, and yes, health-wise as well. So let's read the first comment because I don't want to miss K1 again because he will be upset. So negatives of it, such as data security, ooh, nice. Crime and terrorism, complexity, social disconnection, and job insecurities. Yes. Oh my God, these are some really that. Oh, K1, hats off to you. Hats off to you. Those are some really, really, really great comments. Yes. So, data security, we're going to do a live on that one. Crime, because data security does relate to crime. We're going to do that, and we're going to do a whole thing on how it does affect the individual. Or terrorism, or all of that. You're giving me goosebumps. I love these. I love these. So because I did say remote, from your comment, K1, I'm gonna take social disconnection and job insecurities. Yes, and then I'm waiting for the rest. Oh, hello, 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 hello. Guys, please remember to thumbs up. I haven't said it. I was just hoping that people remember to thumbs me up. Because every time when I finish, there's no thumbs up. But I love this topic. It's one of my topics that is dear to me. I love IT. IT is a part of me. IT and my mental and physical health. Yes, so this is what I want to drive my channel. IT, yes, so technology and health. I'm mixing them up. It's a great thing. It's a great thing. Okay, so social disconnection, yes. Social disconnection is one of the things that is gonna severely impact all IT, well, nearly all IT professionals. Don't worry, I don't want to call it. Delete that comment. I don't want to do the names on here when we go to the other platform. Yeah, but I love it. You're giving me life. You're giving me life. These are some great comments. You must always don't ever miss one of my sessions. Yeah. So social disconnection. Social disconnection is one of the things that will affect a number of IT professionals, especially if you are an extrovert, meaning you love to interact with people and people help you to overcome stress. You want to interact with people, you want to communicate with people. Yes. So, so this is such a great negative impact, meaning that as a result of the pandemic, um, we're now socializing less, which is such a bad thing because we need to socialize. Yeah, we need to socialize in order to feel. There's so many things that socializing does to both the mind and the body. Yeah, especially in terms of health, because one of the great things that were taken away, hugs. Hugs. When you hug someone, that actually helps. It helps with loneliness. So I saw that one, loneliness. So I'm gonna bring it in. Yes, it helps because it helps you. It helps to comfort the person. Yeah, especially if the person is feeling sad, feeling down, or even feeling happy. Hugs. So that was one of the biggest things, and I was affected by that because I love to hug my family members, but externally you have to be in your own bubble nowadays. So it's gonna affect you. It's gonna affect the way you socialize. It's affecting a lot of people that love to go parties because partying is a way of helping them deal with stress, and it will affect the IT professional. One thing as well, because you are working in isolation, you have a lot less resources than you would have if you were actually at your workplace. Yeah. So you will have to use your own resources, such as your own network, your own Wi-Fi, that is, your own computers. Some companies, yeah, I'm saying it from my point of view, but if you have any other point of view, drop it in the comments for me. So some companies will provide you with the technology, with the tech that you need to effectively complete your jobs, but others, they're struggling, so they won't be able to fully furnish you with the tech that you need. Some of the tech you need your either your mobile phone, or you need a laptop. Sometimes you need a ring light, sometimes you need a headphone, a headset. So and you need the connection. So there are a number of things. Yes, so you'll have less resources as well. Yeah, and so it will affect you working from home, but you can't even hug anyone. Yes, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, K1. We can't hug anymore. That's one of the great things that we're taking away from us as humans. And most humans are social beings. We are all social beings. We thrive off being around people and interacting with people. So that connection has been lost, and it's something that, well, I even myself, I am affected by it. So unless you're focused and can manage your time well, you might end up not getting work done. Yes, point possessed. Yes. So yeah, you have to be focused. It's very difficult to be focused sometimes when you're at home and you're not in a situation, you're not in a structured situation. A lot of people, like myself, I am affected as well. Structure is very important. And if you are not disciplined enough, you might not get any work done whatsoever, because there's so many distractions around your TV, your social media. You right now, just having a mobile phone, you're already distracted. So imagine when you're at home with all your computer, your gaming tech, all of that. Imagine all of that. I know it's hard for us, but we just need to push on. Yes. So I wanted to talk about so one job that I think would increase as well, one job that I think will increase as well is computer security. Yeah. So think about some computer security jobs, yes, and drop it in the comments, because these are some we're going to research, and we're going to find out what the requirements are and how we can get some of these jobs in here for everyone. Yes, so let's look into that. So unless you're focused, so we've done that as quickly or as good as you usually would if you was in the workplace. Yes. So it's not just for work, it's for colleges as well, it's for school, it's primary school, secondary school, colleges, and the workforce in general, especially. I think the workforce, not think, I know the workforce in general is affected by the pandemic. What sector you're in might be affected differently and at different levels. However, we're all affected in some way or the other. Yes. So, as we're saying, most of the times when you're at home and you're working from home, whether it's in computer programming, coding, analytic, any type of IT analytic job. Any, you see, I'm giving you the answers. So all of these jobs, they will be affected. And if you're not a person, because not all individuals can work from home or by themselves effectively. Yeah. So if they don't work from home, if they can't work from home effectively, it means that the job that they'll be doing will not be done efficiently, will probably not be done in a timely manner if you're not a structured and disciplined person. So these are really some hot topics. We're finishing in 5 minutes. I'm wrapping up in 5 minutes. So while I'm wrapping up, I need you to give me some jobs that you think will survive in the future. Technology job that will survive in the future. Long distance connection, miss. Yes, right. Long distance connection. Not sure what that means, but yes, the long distance connection will be affected, but I think that's for technology, that's a good point. It will be because you can interact online, yes. However, long distance connection, I couldn't go home. I couldn't go home this year. And a lot of people are stuck in whatever countries they are in because the travel sector has been affected. So that's a good point. So K1 says, tucking loneliness in a better look. There are thousands more cases that committed. Oh, yeah, that is a big one. We need to do that in a whole different section. So, yes, there are a lot of suicide cases because of loneliness and because of remote working. Because some people have a lot of people at home to interact with, and then some people, they have no one. And if they suffer from loneliness or they suffer from some sort of mental or stress related illnesses, um, and yes, suicide rates might go up. So I understand that's a great point. Game development is a future job. Yes, that's a great one. All development related jobs. You can't say all. Give me a specific one. I need specific jobs, guys. Give me specific jobs. I will give you one, a computer analyst. So data analyst, that's one that is a future weather job because you will need to when you're analyzing data will be forever. You always need to analyze data no matter what sector you're in. So, and technology is constantly evolving. So most of this data that you need to analyze will involve some sort of tech, knowledge, personnel. Yes. So yeah. Games development, medical administrator, workers. Oh yeah. Oh my God. Yes. Yes. Medical administrator person. Yes, that's a good one. Website development. I think nearly all businesses should. If they don't have one, all businesses should have a website. So that's a great job. If you are a website developer, yes, or if you're into the field of that, then that's a good market to break into. That's a good market to break into. Yes. Yes. Depression. So we talk about stress and depression. So yes, so those are some of the negatives of working remotely. Yes. What else? Okay, so let me just quickly read this as well while you're dropping the jobs. Remember, future jobs, jobs that I think you need to talk about. Jobs, drop in the comments, jobs that are more that you think that it will last in the future and it wouldn't be negatively impacted so greatly in the future. So I've seen some already. We have games development, long distance connection, website development. I love these ones. So data visualization from Flourish found in April that around 81% of technology startup, so these are startup companies, have stopped or slowed down their hiring. You can, so that's another negative, but we don't want to end on a negative. I want to end on a positive note. Startups are the way to go. Working as an entrepreneur or having multiple streams of income, which technology has provided us. Yeah, it has allowed for us to work online, to develop different or to be creative online. And this is why technology for me is one of the best way forward at the moment. So website development. So all of these, I am going to end it now and we're going to jump on to the next session. Thank you guys for coming. I will give you a 15-minute break while I'm sorting out the next platform. So thank you so much. Marketing managers, yes, 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 yes. They will always need marketing managers, but to me, marketing has been affected as well, and I think it will be affected in the future. But future wise, it might pick up because hopefully when the industry starts booming again, and we have returned to a normal way of working and companies are returned to normal, then they will need a lot of marketing. So marketing managers at the moment are affected, but future wise, it might be a good way forward. Data management and network developer, they are good. Yes, yes, yes. Awesome. Yes. And no one said security, anything about security. Remember, because we're working at home now, and we're probably working with different systems, a lot of companies now have to improve the security of their network because it's more open and free, and a lot of people are now using their network from home, their systems from home. E-commerce is good. So thank you so much for watching. Remember to like, and share me out if you can. Oh, I said like and share me out. Yes. So see you in the next one. Bye for now.